Celtics.
Well, they need him to have an impact on winning. And one thing about your shooting is Jaylen Brown with a nice step back for that triple. That was a great find there by Tatum, but Holiday unable to convert.
Mitchell on the attack, and he finally gets it. As his emergence continues. And so they've got a lot of options against these two guards. And speaking of
off the charts, above everyone else's, and it doesn't matter which person he's paired with.
He's been such a blessing for this team, Stephanie. What a
special. You know, very few guys can do whatever's necessary in terms of impacting winning, and that's something that this group, as Okoro knocks down, a much-needed. Those cuts off the dribble on the baseline going to be critical, I think, for Cleveland offensively.
Mitchell, handed scoop point blank. Interestingly, the only game the Cavs won in Cleveland, Donovan Mitchell was unavailable as Mobley.
Those other guys can have when they create opportunities to score.
Jason Tatum went hesitation dribble, got it back, and he cleans up his own mess. Tatum's shooting percentage is down in that opening round series win is of the quarter.
Yeah, he really had a great season in terms of shooting. You know he's going to bring that toughness defensively, so that's a huge boost.
Third best true shooting percentage in a playoff series by a Celtic in the last 50 years. What a streak looking too much in the rebound corralled by Mobley. As we come up on a 5-minute mark, the feeling out process between these two teams. Mitchell.
Listen, there was tremendous pressure, because there was so much uncertainty as to what would materialize had they ended up losing that series.
Tatum, Cornette trying to tap it in weak side, and now LeVert off and running. Mitchell sidestep, Holiday making it look easy. Make some noise in this series.
Yeah, listen, I think they can be competitive. They've got a dynamic talent in terms of a nice play there.
Pritchard working on the perimeter. Career year for Pritchard in one of the major statistical categories. Cornette backdoor, it's Tatum.
Changes. And, most teams aren't built that way. That's one of the reasons why they are such a good team.
Morris. Little floater as he gets into the paint. And the Cavaliers offense has gone stone cold. Their shooting percentage now has dipped down to 40%. Pritchard. High off glass, not that time. Fight for it. Holiday's going to push. Here he comes down the paint. Pretty left-handed.
Hard for them to generate good looks.
Pritchard, no. Cornette's tip nearly went. Can they get Max Strus and some of these supporting cast? He had 15 in the first quarter, his first points since 12-point game. This is Okoro. Splash. White probing the defense. Going to reset to Tatum. Shaking Strus. White from deep. The bobble. Good Cleveland ball movement. Here comes Strus. Little shot put floater misses. Mobley the rebound. And finally,
I think he's going to be critical for the Cavs to be competitive in this series.
Tatum trying to create some space. Having his
points scored here in this second quarter.
See the poor shooting by Cleveland in the quarter. Here comes Mitchell, and he's headed to the free throw line.
And also the ability to contest there.
Horford, another start for the absent Kristaps Porzingis. Holiday.
I don't know that Cleveland can defend them any better. They end up having two contested threes, but they were able to knock them both down. And speaking of
Tatum tracks it down as we cross the 9-minute mark in the quarter. White gets a screen, step back three.
The nerves of this young Cavs group.
So it's an 11-point game, second three of the night for Garland. Jaylen Brown. Tatum wants to take Strus. Strus got him cleanly.
But even off a live ball turnover, great job there of continuing.
Something that J.B. Bickerstaff alluded to in his conversation with Stephanie. White contested three. Celtic tonight to hit 20. Jaylen Brown getting Mitchell at the rack. Brown now the trailer, Euro step. Boy, just a dazzling pass.
And get their bodies back in front of the ball handler. And the Celtics just able to get whatever they want.
Donovan Mitchell. Sam Merrill has checked into the game now for J.B. Bickerstaff. Wasn't able to give him much in the first half. Mitchell taking flight. Shot clock down to 5. White trapped in the front court. Trying to shake Merrill, stops on a dime, and his brilliance.
You can still play at a high level because they've got so many other guys that can step in and make the plays.
Big basket.
Hasn't been able to find his rhythm. Not a problem for the Celtics.
Well-deserved rest here. Tatum, Cornet.
Try to spread out this unit defensively for the Celtics.
9th rebound for Cornet. Shot clock at 2. Mitchell turns the corner. What a shot. Mitchell on the launch. A little bit short. Rebound Pritchard. They got plenty of clock. Looking for some daylight. Elevate. Splash. Boy, can Cleveland get Donovan Mitchell some scoring help here? Merrill has had a rough night so far. Offensive rebound, Mobley. Garland inside. That's a tough. Good drive and kick into the corner. Three-pointer that time. Won't go from Okoro. Jaylen Brown stops on a dime, and he buries another triple. Jaylen Brown looking for some daylight. Gets it to Pritchard into the corner to Horford. The three. They got everything during their stretch together. Most of any team in that spurt. But now the pressure, can they take that next step? Got to the NBA
season performance, but I will say I feel like this is the best version they've had in this duo.
He scored 16 of his 33 in the third quarter. But can they get some scoring support? It's Mobley coming alive. GA right now holding a 20-point lead.
Yeah, that possession, Cleveland went to a zone. First time we've seen that tonight.
Mobley, terrific position, the little fake. Hasn't been a big issue yet with the fact that they were able to get past the Heat in 5 games. As Pritchard.
I think it's just the overall talent level in terms of Boston, and then the personnel and how they can compete. There's a lot of guys, when you look at Cleveland, is Mobley able to knock that to 5 and be plus defenders. It just puts tremendous pressure on you as an opponent.
During the regular season, just an unbelievable campaign that this franchise has had. Peyton and the Boston Celtics making their statement with a dominant Game 1 win here in Boston. 120-95.